Okay, that lady said recording in progress. At this
Deputy
time,
Rowe,
we'll call the building board meeting to order. Please take the roll.
Tardina,
Here.
Baylor,
Here.
Klibowitz,
Here.
Holdman.
Here, persons desiring to be heard would be none. I don't see anybody else on the call. Consideration of the minutes from February 4th.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from February 4th.
I'll second that.
Go ahead.
Tom? Eric and Tom, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, letter A under new business is Rita's Beauty, 12714 West Hampton, number 3.
Yes, so this is kind of going off of what we talked about 2 weeks ago. All three of these occupancy permits are catch-up occupancy permits. They have been operating for some time. I'm not exactly sure how long, but they've all been operating in the village for, I would say, probably at least a year. So we are getting these all cleaned up. Rita's Beauty is a hairstyling business in the building that's kitty corner to Village Hall. She operates out of the basement there in one of the suites. Tuesday to Friday, 8 to 4. She is the only employee. And everything else seems to be in order for what she's doing. That basement's been a salon and whatnot for some time now. So all the building permits and stuff should be settled.
Her licensing is squared away, but we don't look at that, do we? Her licensing through the state.
Correct. I do not look at that. No.
Is
The
The
state
buil-
polices that with occasional visits and stuff, right?
Correct. Officer Knapp was the one who brought this up when he was going into the building because he noticed that the CAD system hadn't been updated in some time for that place. And Reed, I'm sorry, I thought you were going to say something.
um is the building owner that's leasing these things out aware that they have to get permits for every one of these now?
Yes. When I sent out letters to 8 businesses in that building, we had 3 more come in this week. So those will be in March. And I think that should be the last of them because the lone one that did not come in yet, that one apparently didn't get off the ground and they are no longer there. But the Mr. Schultz is aware. I did send him a letter saying that everything needs to have this going forward, and he did sign all of these permits. And I do have his email now, so I can have more direct contact with him if we have issues going forward.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Reed, because I mean, Paul's been around for a long time over there. I kind of thought he would have been more up on that, but
Yeah.
maybe just didn't think it was being looked at or, you know,
Right.
police or whatever. So moving forward, we'll see if it goes better.
I think these people aren't the main lease ease, if you will. There's someone, because if we look at, into the paperwork here, there's other people listed that it's kind of like one person leases it and then subleases it out to chairs to other people. Am I correct, Ben?
Correct. I think it's called the Hampton Salon and Tanning.
Yeah,
Is
Hampton's,
the main business, and then she leases the seats out to all the
Right.
subleasers.
And I have to believe that the person running that has been there long enough. I mean, those people
Sure.
know that this just should be done. So, building owner, yes, right. That's where our main we can get to. But this person here, these other 2 people listed that are running this and then subleasing it are also should be held accountable at some point in time. We talked about that, Ben. That's just part of the slow burn that, of what the board, I believe, wants to do.
Yeah, and I've had conversations. I believe the owner of the original business is Angie, and I have had conversations with her about this. And when I sent my letters out, she came in and her and I talked on the phone and in person.
Great. Is there a motion on this
I
one?
think this is just the scratching the surface of businesses that we're going to find that are not in compliance with having these done.
Yeah, I have three more that I'm going to be probably going down the pipeline with. So yes.
Okay.
I guess I'll make a motion to approve the occupancy permit for Rita's Beauty located at 12714 West Hampton, Suite 3.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Another side note, how come that one has number 3 and then the next one, same building, has Suite B?
So
Just
so what it is from what I understand in that building, there's the Suite B is the lower unit where all of them are housed, and then number 3 is, I believe, the room that she's in. So when I issue the occupancy permit, I do have the documents from Officer Knapp, who got it directly from Paul Schultz. Paul Schultz gave him a list of all the businesses that are in there, and we cross-referenced it. So I'll have the actual correct. It'll have Suite B number 3.
I see.
As
Not a big deal, just curious.
Yep.
Okay, letter B, Classic 2, located at 12714 Suite B.
Yes, it is another hairstylist in that same suite area. Same thing goes for them. I did have a question that was raised with regards to the hours of operation, where she says varies. This individual wanted to maybe get some clarification on that. But besides that, everything with the previous applicant applies to this one as well.
And are these guys getting charged double or not?
They did not get charged double due to they came in, they were working on, so apparently they don't have a ton of business, so they had to kind of get their resources together, and they've been in communication with me since I sent out my letters. So I didn't want to penalize them for this, since they responded right away to my letters and started that conversation.
Okay.
As far as hours of operations, you've reached out to them, and they're going to get you those.
Yes, they will be getting me those specific hours of operation.
And then with that, also, I'm looking at our current that we're still using application, and it does just say hours of operations, but and then I look back actually on what we're proposing, our new stuff, and it doesn't have anything about days of the week of operation. I think that's probably something that would be very helpful to all first responders, and or if there's anything going on, like on a Sunday, or, if it's a place that may make noise, that, if there's ordinances against that, I think we should know what days of the week they're also going to operate.
Yeah, I know Aaron's on this call, and I'll talk to him tomorrow. So I will make sure that we update that. And yeah, these applications were sent out to them before we redid the form. So
right. I saw the dates on that, and that's great. But I just think I wanted to make that something for Aaron. Not like he doesn't already have a ton of stuff going on. You both have a ton, and but I think part of it's going to be a slow roll, that we're going to see stuff, and then it's going to pop in our heads like, yeah, I didn't think of that. Like,
yeah.
I really didn't think about like asking someone days of the week. I myself it would be part of what I would think someone would just put down, right? But obviously we can't go off of that, and we're finding that out. We have to be really specific on everything.
Perfect.
We need a motion on this one.
I'll make a motion to approve Classic 2.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And then the last one, letter C, is Jay braided it at 12606 West Hampton, Suite 2.
Yes, so this is in the Suites on Hampton, the Stacy Kasperick building a little ways down on Hampton Avenue. Um, I I believe that Officer Knapp also talked to Miss Kasperick about this, and she sent this individual to get her occupancy permit. And she did come in and get that right away. So she's going to be doing hair braiding in there. Again, it's been used as a kind of a hairstyling hair place for probably going on 2 years now.
Yeah, about
So
right, yeah.
all their permits and stuff are in order with regards to their building permits and plumbing permits.
And did we get the business contact form squared away as far as business address and any, I mean, do we,
Yeah,
need after
I
hour
think-
contacts? Is that something that's, we should be having? Because everything's kind of left blank there.
Yeah, and I'll talk to Kyle. I'm gonna have to follow up because when I sent out the email to notify her of the meeting, it bounced back at me. So I don't know if I just typed it in wrong or maybe she wrote it wrong, but I'll have to get in contact with her and I'll talk to Kyle, who's the main person in charge of that, to see because I'm guessing that the after hours contact is going to be the same as the other ones that were turned in. And with Miss Kasperick, so I'll contact him too if we need to get that information. But I'm definitely gonna have to follow up and get her updated email address.
Right. And then I guess it just goes back to, having completed, filled out applications and forms brought before the board, right? So, I mean, it's just echoing what we've been saying now for the last couple months. And again, we know that it's a slow burn here. You guys are taking this extra on and redoing some of this stuff at our request. Already undermanned, if you will, in the office. So again, thank you guys both for stepping up with, things that we want to add to your plate.
Sure.
Is that building completely occupied now?
Yes, I believe that they were, because I think that we had a big rush of them when she first started the rentals about 2 years ago. And then I think that this much, from what I understand, this is the one that did turn over. I think everybody else is still in there for as much as I know.
Okay. I'll make a motion at this time to approve occupancy for J Braided It, located at 12606 West Hampton, suite number 2.
I'll second that one again.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just a note, one other side note, Ben, moving forward in the weeks and months to come, to be sure to budget enough time for the building board. Like we're just gonna get done in time for finance. So since we are kind of trying to do a better, more thorough job, if you will, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So just to bear that in mind.
Yep.
Okay.
I just want to be, I guess my question to the board on that, not to get, too into the weeds, but how much time do you anticipate? I guess it would depend on the load, but how much
It
time do
all
you
depends.
want?
Yeah, it all depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just be more cognizant of that.
Yeah.
And Mark, I might just email you saying, hey, this is how many we have. How much time do you think that you're going to need? And we can
Sure.
just go from there.
Sure.
That's okay. I'll make up the time with the finance.
Our saviors.
We need to get out of here.
I guess I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's at 5:44. We're all set.
All right. So then I'm going to keep the recording going and we'll just move right into the finance.
Okay, let's call the finance committee meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Hertz,
Here.
Meyer,
Here.
Ferdina.
Here. I take it there's no people who would like to be heard? consideration of the minutes from January 21st.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of the January 21st meeting.
I'll be happy to second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Under new business, review and approve January invoices of $379,186.93. Do I hear anything on that?
I would make a motion to approve the $379,186.93.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Number two, review and approve January statements of revenue and expenditures. Do we have any questions on those?
No questions.
And Ben answered mine.
Okay. Do I hear a motion?
I will make a motion to approve the revenue and expenditures.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 5:46.
And Brad, I wanted to let you know that we have a good amount of stuff coming in.